Hello, everyone. So I'm going to ask you all to raise your hands and keep them up if you agree that you want to do better in school. Okay, keep them up. Okay, that's everyone. So this is applicable to everyone. And not only in school, but in all arenas of life, the very school of life itself. I'm going to discuss with you the benefits of meditation. First, I'm going to pose a problem that we all face, but we aren't really aware of. This attention deficit that occurs when we attempt to process a lot of information at the same time. And then I'm going to go a little bit into the scientific aspect of why that happens. And finally, I'll give you a solution in general, and then a few little sub-solutions that you can take home with you, so that you can use them tonight itself, if you like. So, I'm going to start by showing you how this issue kind of affects us in school. There's a lot of information that we need to process in this short, good amount of time. And Slagter et al. In the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience, which will be published in this coming August, found in his study that an attentional blink is a deficit in identifying the second of two targets that appear in close succession. So like you're getting information and another piece of information comes at you, but you miss it because your brain is still focusing on grasping that first piece of information. Some of you got to participate in a trial of this attentional blink experiment. I'll give you a quick example. This is how the study was conducted. I'm going to press start, and then a series of numbers are going to flash, and you have to try to catch the two letters in the series and remember them. Anyone get them?
MD.
One? Okay.
That would explain your
Two more
grades.
trials.
GX. E.
SE.
I didn't get that. SC.
Okay. So you can tell by how many people actually answered how you differ in your ability to process information in a given amount of time. Let me just show you a couple of results from this specific experiment that I got from people in this class. Here you can see where the two letters, or the two numbers were furthest away. There's more of a tendency to get both letters. But as the two numbers get closer to each other, it starts to decrease a little bit. The number of times the attentional blink occurs increases. And you can see at the top one the difference. And here's another example. And Slagter, also in a previous study published in 2007 in PLOS Biology Journal, says that most people have limited ability, which I kind of showed you with this little group experiment. And now for the reasons why this happens. There's a correlation between your attentional blink and your brain's habitual wave pattern, the sort of wave state that it spends most of its time in. According to Cohen in the encyclopedia article in Access Science, specific brainwaves are responsible for specific functions that our bodies do. So starting from the lowest, when you're in deep dreamless sleep, you're in this delta phase. And I want you, as we go along, observe how the waves themselves change. Up next, in the theta level, is where you're drowsy or dreaming. It's also associated with adolescence. And the hertz is the frequency at which the electrical impulses fire in 1 second. In the alpha level, you're relaxed and you're alert. In what's known as a sensory motor rhythm, you're still and you're present and you're aware of your body. In the beta level is when you're concentrating, you're busy, or you're thinking anxiously. And something I want to highlight at the gamma level, which is responsible for higher mental activity, perception, problem solving, and elevated consciousness. And look at the way the waves are processing more information, they're firing quicker. They're really trying to get those hard to answer problems, those realizations that we all strive for as students, the things that will distinguish us from our peers, those original thoughts. Dogs in March 2009, Scientific American Mind found that most conscious activity produces theta brainwaves. So if your brain is, for the most part, operating theta brainwaves, it's like not exercising a muscle, keeping it weak. And then when it needs to go into those gamma levels to solve these hard problems, it doesn't have that strength, that cerebral strength. There is, so in the experiment there was a deficit in observing the second target, the second number, and this is due to overprocessing the first number. Everyone, as soon as you see a number, your brain goes, aha! And those aha moments are associated with gamma brain activity. So when the second number pops up, you've already exhausted your gamma energy, so to speak, your gamma strength. You go into what I call gamma burnout. So what do brainwaves have to do with meditation? Meditation and the gamma state are closely associated, and I'm going to offer you a solution for reaching your potential. All of you raise your hands that you want to do better. That poses a problem, a bit of a problem. How do you do better? What scientific method can you use to improve your abilities? So you want to operate at a higher level, and you want to miss less information. Chetkovic et al. In a 2004 biomedical engineering article found that binaural beats, which is I'll leave you with some information on the solutions that you can actually take home. Along with binaural beats, meditation can take you there, can get you into those gamma waves. So very quickly, I'm going to remind you of the problem. You need to find a way to get to those higher states of mind. The cause is this tendency to be in this theta level. And the solution is meditation and something called binaural beats, which you'll find out about in a moment as I pass these out. So remember, it's entirely up to you at this point, whether you reach your potential. Thank you.